Rhonda Ferguson, and I am an advisor with Self-Made You. I actually was a customer to start out with. I went through the Self-Made You weight loss program last year. I just came up on a 1-year anniversary, and I had retired in 2019, and when COVID hit in 2020, I ended up with lots of weight gain, nothing to do, and saw that there was this free crash course. I took the crash course, I joined this program, and lost a lot of weight. Like, I lost 20 pounds in 8 weeks. It was just crazy. And I did a lot of work on myself and my thoughts and feelings around what's going on. And so I fell in love with the brand so much that I became an advisor, and now I'm working with a lot of our clients and potential clients that are coming in to help shed some light on really what the program is and how it works. So if somebody wanted to have a chat with me, it may be just because they have questions, they don't understand about the program, but really the biggest question is this really the right fit for me? So to be honest with you, it's more like a conversation more than anything. I just share my story and let people know, what it is that worked for me and why it worked for me. So I love to just visit with people and really just to find out whether we're even a good fit, because everybody's going through different things at different times. And I love to just have a conversation. I'll answer questions. I'll talk about what the program is. This weight loss program is very unique because we lead with self-coaching, which most programs don't. The biggest question I get is, I have done everything there is and I've lost a lot of weight, but then I've always gained it back and I just can't seem to maintain it. And I'll tell you what, I totally resonate with all of you, because really what happens is I was on Weight Watchers. I lost so many times because it was like, go in and do the weighing, the scale shame. I hated that. So then I would do the online programs, and I would lose a little bit and I'd gain it back. Plus I always gained extra back. I tried several other different programs and it didn't work for me. So I try and talk through which programs have they used, what haven't they used, and ask them, why do you think it didn't work? And so the biggest thing that they will ask, and that's their fear, is I'm going to put more money into a program and then it's not going to work. And so the big thing was really trying to identify with them what was the biggest problem and why didn't it work. And then we kind of talk through that and see with some of the different results that we've had in our program and why things are different, why it might work for them. Yeah, so self-coaching is basically where you learn a certain model. We have a model that we follow where the circumstance is neutral, and we all have thoughts, and because of those thoughts we have feelings about things. And with weight loss, it's so easy to have these feelings of discouragement and have feelings of not being equipped. And so because of these feelings, our thoughts, are, I can't do it. And they're usually negative thoughts. And so when we learn how to self-coach, we find that our brain has these old neural pathways, and they're so used to going down that because it wants to protect you. That's its job. That with the old neural pathways, it's going to immediately go with that, no, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it because it's hard. And then we practice new thoughts, which give us new feelings. And when you have a really good encouraged feeling, or that you're empowered, then you act in a different way, and all of a sudden the results start happening. But it doesn't happen overnight. So that was one of the things in the program for me, is it takes time to really work on that model. And part of the self-coaching is doing a thought download every day. Not a journal. I am not a journaler. I'm terrible with that, but boy, I can sure do a brain dump, just write down things quickly, and then from there find out, I've got some thoughts in here that aren't really not serving me, and then working with those and practicing new thoughts that have really helped me to be successful and maintain my weight loss. Yeah, that is like the biggest thing. So we have the life coaching piece, and that's what makes us unique. But the actual food part of it is learning how to cut out sugar and flour. And it's amazing how I didn't realize how much sugar and flour I was really eating, and how it's in so many of the items that I was buying and using and cooking. And so the big thing is cutting out flour and sugar and eating really healthy, good foods and good fats. But the kicker for me was when I started to learn how to fast. And we started slow. It's not like, okay, I want you to cut these things out and then I want you to not eat for 24 hours. That wasn't what it was at all. Really what it's about is being very methodical and following this program and starting out with fasting, meaning don't snack. We just started out with no snacking. That was it for a long time. And then once we cut out snacking, we cut out the flour and the sugar. And then it was little things like that. And then we would start with 2-hour increments of not having any food in our system. And so we just learned all these different things about why we fast and how healthy it is for our bodies on a cellular level. So by doing it slow, you were able to, all of a sudden you've gone 7 days and you hadn't eaten any sugar. And guess what? Then once you don't eat sugar, you stop craving sugar. And that was huge for me, that I didn't crave that anymore. Yeah, there really is. You know, one of the things, another really big thing with this program that you don't have in most other programs is you're assigned a mentor, and they are your biggest cheerleader. They are your go-to person to help guide you with how things are going to work. The mentors are trained, they're equipped, they've been through the program themselves, they understand the frustrations, they understand if there's questions that they're not quite sure what to do, so you've kind of got this person in your back pocket. And with doing that, then you're able to connect with them and they can guide you through. And they're also going to like check a tracker that you fill out. So they're going to see the foods that you're eating, the foods that fuel you, but they're going to know if there's foods in there that aren't fueling you that you might need to take out, that maybe you didn't even know contained sugar or had sugar in it. And so by having that accountability person, you know that you're going to be able to sustain this. And the other thing we have is we have a daily post that we get that really helps support the homework that you're going to have with your workbook. You get a really phenomenal workbook that really kind of gets to the crux of maybe why you have a weight problem in the first place, because it kind of comes from old ways of thinking or things that, like the Clean Plate Club. Like, who didn't grow up with the Clean Plate Club? Well, you kind of work through some of those things. And then when you have your weekly Zoom meeting where you're going to be able to have your lesson from Tracy Fleshcourt, and then daily, you're going to get prompts that are going to help you with your homework and support that lesson, which is going to, in turn, help support you with your coaching, with your food protocols, and your fasting. And it really, really helps with sustainable weight loss. Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, we have a Facebook page called the Student Union. And the Student Union is really our big community. And we do a lot of postings in there. Tracy will do coaching, and she'll show how her model works, and she'll have certain topics that she coaches on. And that's really the first start, because that's just your free way to see what it's all about and be a part of this community. And a lot of the people that have been in that community have already been through one of our crash courses. So what we have done is we have put our crash course in an app called Marco Polo's Channels, and you can take it on demand. So when it fits into your schedule, and that's $97, and that really kind of gives you a 10,000-foot view of what the program is, at a level so that you can say, oh, okay, you get the gist of some of the basics of it. And so after you go through that, you don't have to, it's not a prerequisite, but if that's what you choose, then you'll have some idea of what the next step is, which is Self-Made Mind and Body 101. This is called our Fat Adapted Intensive Program, and this is $997. It's a 5-week program, and in there you are going to really dive deep into what is the coaching, the model. You're going to find out about all the foods that fuel you. You're going to have a whole listing of foods and what you can do, and there's going to be all kinds of support on how to cook and what kind of oils to use. And you're going to then also be introduced to fasting, and you're going to be on quite a ways down the road after 5 weeks already on a fasting protocol. So that's what the 101 is. But once you're getting close to the end of 101, the 201 is really your metabolic science, and that's where you're going to learn a whole lot more about your hormones and what a huge role they play in your weight loss, and how you can heal your body on a metabolic level, how you can maybe help yourself get off meds if you're on meds. And you're going to have some new tools. There's a workbook for each 101 and 201, but you can decide, that's where we're doing it a la carte, if you want to go to that next level. It's completely up to you. you know what? There really is. I am here to help you. I am not here to convince you that you need to be in this program. I have been in your shoes. I know what it's like to be overweight. I have struggled with my weight my whole life, and it stemmed from growing up with someone that dieted all the time. And so I saw that, and it became a pattern, and it became what I thought was the way it was supposed to be. But yet, I also love to cook, and I love to try new things. And so every time you would go on any kind of a diet program, it was always about deprivation and the guilt because you ate. I am here to tell you that I have lost 35 pounds. I've maintained this weight loss because I've been able to coach my way through it. I still go on vacation and I still have ice cream. I still have cocktails with my girlfriends, but then I know exactly what I need to do to help heal my body again after I've had some of those things. And it has just been life-changing for me, and I want to share that with people so they can see and know that we really, truly are here to help you. And if you want to talk to me about it, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to listen, and I'm here to see if we are a good fit. And if we aren't, I will tell you, I have definitely had some consults where we've decided, you know what, this just isn't something that's going to work in your life right now. But we're always here for you. And that's what we really want to get across, is that this is a safe place, and it's good for men and women, and it's really, really amazing what you can learn about your body, because you will be blown away once you start learning about all of the things that your body can do to heal itself. And I hope I get to have a chat with you. I would love